Hey friends, it's me Stace. Today we're using the Cricut to make this really cute spring card. This is using the foil transfer sheet, so if you can see that there, the flower. I'm not sure how well the camera's going to pick that up, but we also use the marker to write out our text, Happy Spring, also the marker for the inside, and it does come with a really cute coordinating envelope. Now let me share with you the foil transfer kit in case you're not familiar with this. So you buy this as a kit, so it's the foil transfer kit. It's going to come with the blade or the housing as well as the tips and a few samples of foil sheets. Once you have this, once you have the actual housing, you don't need to buy the kit anymore. You can just buy the foil sheets. This is what the housing looks like. Okay, looks like that there. Then it does come with these 3 tips. I'm going to zoom you in as well so you can see these. Let me zoom you in. So there's 3 tips that are included. I'm not sure how well the camera's going to pick it up, but at the very bottom you will see lines. There's 1 line, 2 lines, or 3 lines. So it goes from fine to medium and so forth. So if Cricut asks you in Design Space to insert the foil transfer fine tip, you would choose the 1 line. Medium tip is 2 lines. Okay, that's how you can tell which tip it is. All right, let's go to the computer and we'll get started. Alright, here we are at the computer inside Cricut Design Space, also on the welcome screen. Right below where it says Explore More, click on the Spring Inspired category. Then go down until you see the cards from the garden, and then find the Simple Thank You Floral card. This is the card we're making today. Go to click on that. It'll bring up a preview window. Now if you scroll down, you will see materials needed to make this card. We're using the foil transfer sheets. They're using the color fuchsia. You can use whatever color you have. I'm using silver. The very bottom, choose Customize. We are going to customize this quite a bit. That's what's nice with the Make It Now projects. You can make them now and also make them your way. All right, so we have the card base and the envelope. And all these images here, as well as the text, they are all using the foil. I don't want to use the foil on the envelope. I'd rather use the pen instead. So I'm going to move the card base out of the way, bring my envelope over. Now what I want to do, you can see when I move the envelope, the flower goes with me. So I'm going to right click on that and choose Detach. So now when I move the envelope, the flower is no longer attached to that. I'm going to choose Undo. All right, let's put that back where it was. Let's click on the flower. Go to the very top under Operation, change that from foil to pen. And I'm going to change the color of that and make it be a raspberry color. Going to click on the flower again, right click on that and choose Duplicate. So now we have 2 of them. We'll set this one aside. Now because we detached the flower, we want to put the flower back on, so we want to reattach it. Highlight the envelope as well as the flower, right click on that and then choose Attach. So now when I move the envelope, the flower moves with me. Alright, we can move that, set that aside, and bring our card base over. I'm going to do the same thing. You can see how everything moves with the card. Let's right click on that and choose Detach. Take this flower off, right click on it again and choose Detach. And this time take the text off. Now because we detached everything with the card base, it also detached the score mark. This is the score mark here. So again, if I move the card base, you can see the score mark is not moving. I'm going to choose Undo and put that back. You want to make sure you attach the score mark back to that card base. So highlight the card base as well as the score mark. Right click on that and then choose Attach. So now you'll see when I move that, the score mark goes with me. Now what I want to do with the flower, I want to put this on a piece of white cardstock on the front of the card. So to make a mat for the front of the card, I'm going to go to my left-hand side toolbar, click on Shapes, and a square. I'll change the color of this and make this be white. I'll bring this over. The very top, I'm going to unlock the lock where the size is. I'm going to bring my square up and bring it in on the right-hand side of the score mark and inside my card base. And then just use the handles and bring it down and over to where it's how I like it, which I think right there is a good size. I'll bring this down. I'm going to right click on that and then choose Duplicate. So now we have 2 of them. Well, one for the inside of the card as well as the outside. Now this flower I'm leaving set to foil. So I'm going to bring this over. If you need to, right click on that and choose Bring to Front. This is going to be the front of the card. Bring this over. I'll also make it be a little bit larger. Now I do want to center this. So I'm going to highlight everything. At the very top toolbar, choose Align. And I'm going to choose Center Horizontally. It'll leave the flower where I put it. It'll just line it up left and right. So I'm going to click on that. Now this text here I want to remove and add our own text. Left-hand side toolbar, I'm going to click on the text box. Bring my text over and I'm going to type in here, Happy Spring, with an exclamation point. Now I do want to change this from a cut to right, so I have my text selected. And again, to look at that very top where it says Operation, it's set to Basic Cut. here you want to go to the font instead. So let's go and click on the font. Go to the far right, under next to language, click on that little box there, that's the filter. Click on writing. In the search box here, I'm going to type in the word rubber. I want to use the Rubber Ducky font. It's just a really cute font. I'm going to click on that and you will see our font change. I'm going to bring this over, resize it, and bring it on my card here. So I think that looks pretty good. Now to center this piece, I can't highlight, maybe I can. Let's highlight everything. Let's go to the very top, choose a line. And again, we're going to choose center horizontally. There we go. So everything's lined up. Just right click on that and choose attach. So now everything here is attached. So when I move that, everything goes with it. This is the inside of the card. We're going to grab the other piece of the flower that we used from the envelope. Bring this over. Right click if you need to bring it to the front. And this is also using the pen. I'm going to rotate that a little bit. Then bring it down some. Now again, we want to attach this to this piece here. So highlight everything. Right click on that and then choose attach. So now we have the card base. We have this piece for the inside of the card, this piece for the outside of the card, and also our envelope. Let's go to the upper right hand corner and click on make it. You will need 3 mats. So the first mat here is using the envelope, and you can see the order. It's going to score the envelope first, then use the pen for the flower, and then cut it out. I'll bring this piece down some. Mat 2 is the pieces, the inside of the card as well as the outside. So here, you can see here, the pen first, it'll draw the word Happy Spring, and then our flower here, then do the foiling, then do the cut. And we have mat 3, which is our card base. So mat 2, I'm going to go back and bring this piece down to the lower right hand corner so I can have my foiling be at the very top. Let's go back to click on mat 1, and I'm going to choose continue. Give it a second to find my maker. Now I will cut the envelope out. I will also cut mat 3 out. When I do mat 2, I'll take you over there with the tripod so you can see the foiling. Let's go ahead and choose our material. I'm going to choose medium cardstock. I'll change my pressure from default to more. Now here you'll see the tools. I do have the scoring wheel, but it's much easier for me to use the scoring stylus. So I'm going to go ahead and click on edit tools and change that from the wheel to the stylus. Click apply. So it'll also be the same thing. So on mat 3 that I'm scoring here is also going to be using the stylus. Okay? I'm going to go back. Like I said, I'm going to cut out the envelope as well as the card base, take you guys over there to show you the foiling, and then we'll go back to the table and put our card together. All right, we are now ready to do the inside of the card. So the first thing it's going to do is draw. So I'm going to take my pen and put that in this side over here. I'm going to push down, close that, and then hit OK. I'm using the same color pen for both the inside and the outside of the card, but you will see the machine stop, asking you to load another color pen if you did do 2 pens. And I did move my foil piece to the bottom right hand corner, and the inside is the upper left hand corner. Alright, so it paused, asked me to insert the other color pen. I'm just going to go ahead and click OK, and then I'll continue on doing the other side. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and pause right here so I'm able to load my foil because I have all this space down here. So I'm going to take my foil sheet, and hopefully you can see here my text. Let me move you down some. Okay, so you can see my text right there. I'm going to have my foil be centered with my text. And I already have my tape ready to go. So I'm going to bring this down, lining it up with my text. And then putting a piece of tape at the very bottom. And another piece on the other side of the bottom. And then I'll put 2 pieces of tape on the top. I do find with the foil, it's really hard to do that when you're in the upper left-hand corner. You don't have all this open space down here. Take another piece over there and one more. And I think I'm going to do another one on this side. So I'm going to take my tape that comes with the foil. I'm going to cut it in half. Now I'm actually going to put it on my pants just to kind of get rid of some of the adhesive on there because it really is sticky. And we're going to put this on this side. And do the same for this one. Just kind of unstick it a little bit, and then put that one on this side. And while you're here, This is where my foil is going to go. I want to make sure I move these star wheels over so they're out of the way because they'll leave marks on your foil. But I think I can bring that one back over there. I think it's okay. So you can see I'm cleared of my foil. Going to click OK. So it'll finish off that drawing. And then come down and we'll exchange the tip or the blade for the foil one. It'll do our foiling, then we'll go to the table and have a look at it. Alright, so now it's going to ask me to put the engraving tip in. So we need, or the foil, so we need to move this over. I'm going to take my pen out, put my cap back on that. Close that, take this piece out. Let me see, make sure you can see me there. Okay. Alright, now I'll put the foil piece in. I'm going to put that in there. Alright, going to click on go. That'll do our foil. Okay, it's done with that. Now I'm going to take this piece out, the foil piece, put our blade back in there. Click on go. Now it's going to cut our two pieces out. Oh, before I do that, hang on, I want to take this foil off here. I forgot about that part. Let me go hit pause on the machine. So all I'm doing at the very bottom here, if you can see. Okay, hit pause. Let it do its thing. Okay, hit pause. Okay, I'm going to take my foil off. Down here at the very bottom. Yeah, I want to cut over that. There we go. Okay, now we'll hit continue. Make sure you take your foil off. And now it's going to do our card. Alright, so I'll let this finish up and then we'll go to the table and we'll put this card together. Alright, we are all done. Let's go to the table and put the card together. Alright, everything is cut out. Let's go ahead and first we're going to assemble our envelope. So score or finger press on all the score marks just to get them started. Alright, so we have our inside flaps. I'm going to put glue on the outside flaps here. And I'm just using my art glitter glue. Just like that. Fold those in. Actually, yeah. Fold them in. And that comes down. You see how cute that looks there? Alright, so we have that. Let's go and set that aside. And put my cap back on my glue here. So this is a very simple card to make. So we have the card base. I'm just going to score that. Take your bone folder. Give it a good crease so the card lays flat. Alright, now we have the inside piece, which has our flower that we used the marker. So go on the inside of the card. Just like that. And now this piece, if you can see the foil, it actually is really, really pretty. I'm going to pop the whole front of this card out. So I'm going to flip it over and put a whole bunch of foam squares on here. I'm going to do all four corners. And I'm going to do 3 across the center as well. Okay, let's give all them a squish. take the backing off, and then our card is done. The foiling, I always forget I have the foil. It's such an easy, just another element to add to the Cricut that makes the cards go from boring to fascinating with that foil. I really do love that. And the foil comes in many different colors. I just used what was in my initial box, which was the silver. But there's our card. Isn't that pretty? So we have the inside there. All right, my friends, I have a card kit for you as well. I did have to fold your envelope. I did not glue it. I did fold the envelope just to make it fit inside the bag. But you'll receive the front of the just like I did, the front of the card, the inside of the card, and you'll probably also receive this card with this envelope. So you have one to make and one to mail. To be entered to win the card kit, go to my website. I will have a link below. Go there, leave me a comment, be the first to comment, and you'll be the winner of the card kit. And I will, if you did win, I will contact you on Friday of this week. All right, my friends, any questions at all, please let me know. As always, thanks so much for watching. Have a great day, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.